He mihi tuatahi ki te atua, ko ia te timatanga me te mutunga o ngā mea katoa, tuia ki te rangi, tuia ki te whenua, tuia ki te ngākau o ngā tangata, ko te mea nui, ko te aroha. Tihei Māori ora. E te whānau whānui, e te iwi whānui. Nau mai, haere mai, tēnā rā koutou katoa. Malo lele, my name is Ruth Savietti, and welcome to the Year 9 Whanau evening for 2022.
Hi, I'm Oliver.
I'm Kartik,
My name is Sophie. And I'm Tisha.
and we're your head students for 2022.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that you get to learn a bit more about Linfield, and we look forward to hopefully being able to meet you all in person this year.
I'd now like to pass it on to Miss Nell, our principal.
Nau mai, haere mai, ki te pō, kia whakanuitia ngā tonga o ngā ākonga o te kareti o Pukawiwi. Thank you for joining us for this Year 9 virtual whānau hui. My name is Kath Nell, and it is my pleasure as principal to be speaking with you tonight. This evening is about introducing you to some of the staff that are working with our Year 9 students and sharing with you some examples of how the students have settled into their new school environment. I imagine that you will have had lots of questions for your child after they started here at Linfield. What are your teachers like? Who is in your class? What are you learning? Do you have any homework? There are also the questions that you sent through prior to this hui, and thank you for those who did send some through. We will be covering a number tonight, but know that others, particularly those related to your own child, will need to be addressed during the upcoming parent-student-teacher conferences on Wednesday the 30th and Thursday the 31st of March. In addition, those with students in the Innovative Learning Program will receive a newsletter next week outlining what the students have covered so far and what they are working towards. The focus for learning in Year 9 is to provide a broad-based education by introducing our students to a wide range of learning opportunities, both in and outside the classroom, as they grow and give life to the school's motto, Ako ki te auranga, or learn to live. The school's learning management system, Schoology, holds a wealth of information, and more information will be shared with you about how to access that and what is available shortly. Our senior leadership team all play a role in supporting the learning of our Year 9 students. Mrs. Clark and Miss Witchman Kelly work to support Mr. Braithwaite, our Year 9 Dean. In addition, Mrs. Clark works with our student leaders, including the Year 9 Hui Mai reps. And Miss Witchman Kelly supports students facing barriers to their learning, including hardship, and she coordinated the Year 9 porphyry. Our other DPs also play an important role in supporting our Year 9 students. Mr. Wynne looks after learning programs and timetables. Ms. Hunt looks after the Innovative Learning Program and ran the Year 9 induction program. Ms. Harris looks after assessment reports and the upcoming parent-student-teacher conferences. And Mr. Newbrook looks after health and safety. With a staff of over 180, we won't be introducing all the teachers to you tonight, but we will be mentioning those with a supporting role. Others may be featured in our fortnightly newsletters. At this point now, with student voice being very important to us, I hand over to representatives from Year 9 to share with you what their transition to secondary school has been like. Tēnā koutou katoa.
Evening. My name is Om from class 9 FLT. One of the biggest things of my Year 9 beginning would be the transition. I came from Green Bay Intermediate. I was so nervous. I only knew 7 people here, and this school is huge. But then I met many more people, such as my peer sports, and made new friends. So as I got to my classes on time and figured out where I would have lunch with my friends, I felt more comfortable with the school, and I could always ask any student a quick question about where a particular classroom was. This school is very friendly and is always happy to help. I am very thankful to Linfield for making my college beginning so amazing. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Soha, and the change from intermediate to high school has certainly been exciting. First of all, our school is huge, so it took me a few weeks to get my head wrapped around where everything was. It was definitely a challenge. In intermediate, we had a desk and a cloak bay to keep our bags and school stationery in. But in high school, there are so many different classes a day, you have to carry your bag with you wherever you go. Another difference is that Linfield College has a phone policy rule, where you have to turn your phone off and put it into your bag, compared to intermediate when you had to give your phone to the teacher every single day. I am very happy here, especially and it is a very friendly environment, and I look forward to the upcoming years at Linfield College. Thank you for your time. Good evening. My name is
Nabiha, and I've been given the chance to speak about the various opportunities that Linfield has to offer its students, such as clubs, sports teams, cultural groups, and leadership groups, and so on. As a new student to Linfield College, I'm pleased with all the options that have been provided to us. Linfield College uses a software called Schoology to help students understand when, where, and what is happening at school. Linfield College has given the students to form a new club organization that has not been at school before. I'm looking forward to be part of the Islamic group. Finally, there are no restrictions on how many groups you join, as long as you manage your team and attend all group events. In the next 5 years, I'll be here. I'm excited to take the advantage of all the chances that Linfield has to offer. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joanne, and we are so lucky with our academic opportunities. In Year 9, there are 7 subjects which are compulsory: Maths, English, Science, Social Studies, PE, Technology, and Te Reo Māori. These are known as core subjects. Other than core subjects, we also have option subjects, which fall into 2 categories: arts and language. In arts, Linfield offers music, visual arts, drama, and dance. Lastly, we have language options. These include Māori, German, English language support, Chinese, and Japanese. Homework can vary depending on which classes you take. Some teachers may give more, some may give less. Coming from an intermediate which didn't give any homework, this has been a big change for me and probably many other students. Beginning college has urged me to start a work routine and has also made me more aware of when and what to do. Thank you.
Kia ora, I'm Akila, and my hui mai class is 9K now. I have the principal as my hui mai teacher. During my first few weeks at Linfield College, I quickly learned that you have to be very organised. Knowing what classes I have and being well prepared the night before has become routine. Having all your classes with different teachers in different rooms means you do get more homework than intermediate, so staying on top of it all and knowing when things are due is key. The 10-day timetable helps with forward planning of appointments like dentists and doctors, or with sports clubs and meetings. Checking Schoology for any updates on joining groups and clubs is very easy as I have the app on my phone. Remaining organised has helped me, as a Year 9, settle into the Linfield College community comfortably. I would now like to pass over to the Year 9 Dean, Mr. Braithwaite.
Good evening all. Firstly, I must thank Soha, Nabiha, Joanne and Akila for sharing their thoughts on life at Linfield. You did a great job. I'm Stu Braithwaite, the Year 9 Dean, and also a hui mai and science teacher. My role as Dean is to oversee all the Year 9 students and have an overview of the year level. I work with Whanau, staff and outside agencies when necessary to meet the needs of your children. I meet regularly and work with the hui mai teachers, who will often be your first point of contact at the school, but you can always ask me anything. Hui mai is the bridge between home and school. So far, this term has been about whanonga tangatika, being connected with the school and settling in. Currently, we're working on setting some ambitious goals. Hui mai will involve life skills, wellbeing and career planning to help students be confident, connected, lifelong learners. A lot of parents ask about homework. There is no set time students should be doing homework, but I would expect Year 9s to be establishing a routine and good habits by spending about an hour each school day on homework. Some teachers may set regular homework, some may set ongoing projects and assignments to work on, and others that may be expected to revise and complete the unfinished work from that day. When students complete their homework may differ due to after-school commitments, so choose a time that suits you and your child based around what you have going on in your lives. If they say they have no homework, you can ask them to tell you what they learnt today, or have them read over what they did that day, as it helps the brain transfer information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory if it is revised within 24 hours. Feel free to email or phone me if you have any queries, or if you think there's any information about your child that you think I should know. Finally, I look forward to meeting you all in person, and it is now my pleasure to hand over to Mrs. Clark.
Thank you, Stu. And good evening, I'm Gabrielle Clark. And before I say anything else, I too would like to give a special thanks to the Year 9 students who spoke earlier. They were so nervous doing it, but they did a fantastic job. My areas of responsibility include pastoral care networks and student wellbeing. And I'm also one of the 2 deputy principals working alongside Mr. Braithwaite and our Year 9 students. We know that this is a time of big change for your child as they get used to new routines, new teachers, different school hours, new friends, and generally a whole new school system. At Linfield, we have a robust structure to support our students in meeting any challenges that they face. Alongside the Hui Mai teachers, the Dean and Deputy Principals working with each of our year levels, there are many others who are here to support. One important group is our Student Services team. This group is made up of professional and experienced practitioners, including a registered nurse, a physiotherapist, a careers advisor, gateway coordinator, 3 counsellors, the head of health and the director of international education. Within Student Services, there is also a learning support department, which provides support for students with additional learning needs. I would absolutely encourage you to make contact with me or any of these staff members whenever you need support. Thank you. Enjoy the evening, and I'll pass over to Lisa.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. Kia ora koutou, ka mihi nui kia koutou, ko Aotearoa ki Tuarua ko te kāreti o Pukewiwi, ko Lisa Wichman-Kelly tōku ingoa. Good evening, my name is Lisa Wichman-Kelly, and as said, I'm one of the Deputy Principals at Linfield and one of the 2 Deputy Principals who support Stu Braithwaite and the Year 9 cohort. This evening, I will discuss briefly our online learning system at Linfield and Ko Whai Kai. Our online learning management system at Linfield College is Schoology. You will receive a guide tomorrow about how to log into Schoology using the same details as the parent portal. This will give you access to view your child's set work and courses. This could be the first place you look if you want to know what topics your child is learning about and what homework is being set. It is here that your child can find their calendar, upcoming events, meetings, sports trials and practices, cultural events, and clubs to join, for example, the book club or esports, and there's so much more. It really is important that your child goes on Schoology every day to see what notices there are. It would be ideal to ask your child to sit down with you if you haven't already and get them to show you Schoology and how they navigate it. It's a rich resource. Onto Ko Whai Kai and Ko Whai Kia. These are 2 school initiatives that we're very proud of here at Linfield College. The last few years, as we know, have not been easy, and there have been financial challenges for a number of our students and their families. Out of need, we created Ko Whai Kai. This service is led by staff and students who plan, prepare and provide lunches for those students who do not have the resources in the home. This is served daily on site in D12 and is fully funded by the school, staff and a number of local community businesses. Ko Whai Kia is very similar in that it's funded through the school, but is also ran by a dedicated group of staff who actually go off-site and purchase and deliver the essential items to the home to help support our families that are experiencing acute hardship. We're proud to be able to support and offer this service to our community. However, the reality is that this is not sustainable. If you have or know of any businesses who have any contacts that could help support these initiatives, please make contact via email. As you will see below my photo is my email address. We would be very appreciative of the support. Kia ora koutou. I'd like to now pass over to the heads and the depths.
Linfield College's school motto is Dice Vivere, which means learn to live. This is something I believe Linfield College embodies, as it not only guides students through the academic pathways, but also the necessary life skills required outside of high school. The teachers and staff here genuinely want to see the best of our students, providing ample resources that allow the students to prosper and follow the path that leads to their success. All these tools and facilities offered by both teachers and peers creates a positive environment that generates growth, encourages achievement, and pushes students to get the best out of themselves, allowing them to have a very enjoyable and fulfilling experience. So make sure to continuously reach out to your teachers and peers to ask for guidance and support that you need to reach the goals you've set for yourself, and make the most of your time here at Linfield College.
Looking back at my years at Linfield, a few moments stand out, more so than the specific subjects and knowledge gained, although that is important. None of us will ever forget the moments. The first time that I lit a Bunsen burner, my first set of exams, and my slightly concerning portrayal of Romeo in a Year 9 English production. My 5 years here almost certainly won't be the same as theirs. However, I expect that the new Year 9s will get the chance to look back as Year 13s, having had many great small experiences. But there's more to academics than just those moments. And as a school, we of course try to focus on academic results. We have homework clinics for various subjects, we offer catch-up revision around exam periods, and of course, our teachers are always willing to go out of their way to help struggling students. As a Year 9, you may not realise how much learning you're doing, but rest assured that it is setting you up well for senior years and beyond.
As this year, we hope to ensure that opportunities are accessible to every student because we've experienced the incredible impacts they've had on us. They've taught incredible values like time management, sportsmanship, and teamwork, while also creating new friendships and fueling passions, all shaping our students into confident young people. As a Year 9, I remember I joined the netball program expecting it would be no more than Saturday morning netball in the rain. I remember being so intimidated by how many people played, and as someone who had always been in the lower teams, I never thought that the support, coaching, and programs offered to me would lead me to the top team in the school today. But more importantly, it has given me so much more than just netball skills. It is the friendships, confidence, and leadership skills that I never expected to gain, but hold so close to me today. So my best advice to you Year 9s is to have a go, whether it's just to have a bit of fun or because you're aiming for the top, because you'll be supported every step of the way and you will grow so much more than you could imagine.
Everybody has taken the opportunity to slip the words 5 years into every conversation, and my only defense mechanism has been just a 4 and a bit. It truly hasn't felt that way, and maybe it's because of the aspects of school that make it fulfilling, but always leave you wanting just a bit more. Coming into high school felt like writing on a blank slate, with chalk dust still lingering, holding on to experiences of the past only to make more. And the thing with that is that we all have a different past to one another, different experiences and different ambitions, and they'll change, just like you will. Your journey at Linfield will not be the same as ours, or the same as your friends, although you will influence one another. The diversity at Linfield means you will meet people every day, from all walks of life, who have lived lives you know close to nothing about. Through it, you will gain the opportunity to be more aware, accepting, and mindful of what you say and do, and how it affects those around you. So for the next 4 years and a bit, allow yourself to change, and change for the better. So thank you. I would like to now pass it off to Ms. Snell.
Thank you to all of our presenters this evening in what has been a very modified presentation. We missed the opportunity of being able to speak with you after what our normal Year 9 information evening would be like, and having the opportunity to discuss any concerns or queries with you in person. However, I do hope that what was covered has answered some of your questions. Other information will be made available through our newsletter, including things like the recent changes allowing all students, regardless of vaccination status, the ability to participate in inter-school sport. One next step for many of you, I imagine, will be checking with your child to see what is on Schoology and how to navigate around the information that has been provided. We look forward to you meeting with your child and their hui mai teacher to talk through the goals that they have set for themselves. Bookings for these conferences open next Tuesday, the 22nd of March. Until then, noho ora mai, stay safe. Ka kite anō.